Gotta pee. There are 3 things I want to tell you about urine. Lesson 1. There is a system responsible for discharging urine. It does not include the vagina. Urine is produced in the kidneys. It comes down 2 tubes called the ureters. It's held in the bladder and then exits through the urethra in a hole called the meatus. Most meatuses are located here in the vulva between the vagina and the clitoris, and here on the penis at the glans, or head. And then because no body is the same, we've got meatuses that are sometimes located here and here and here and here. Note, none of these holes are the vagina. Many people think the vaginas are the exit point for urine, but they're not typically anyway. So why do people think that urine leaves the body via the vag? Perhaps they weren't taught or didn't learn. Perhaps they think that the vagina is the opposite of the penis, and therefore since urine comes out of the penis, then it must come out of the vagina. Or maybe because they sit down on the toilet, urinate, and it feels like it's coming out of their vagina. Lesson 2, there aren't usually germs in the urinary tract. Germs do attack the urinary tract by going through the meatus up the urethra. This is commonly referred to as a urinary tract infection, or a UTI. Some people will call it the honeymoon disease. Why do they call it that? Because when a newlywed couple is getting sloppy, there are body fluids everywhere that transmit the bacteria from the anus to the vagina. Now you've just been told. Okay, it's incredibly painful. You'll feel the urge to pee, go to the bathroom. Nothing will come out except maybe a trickle. This sensation will persist. Minutes later, the same process again. Then you add feeling feverish, nauseous, achy. If you finally do get anything out of your system, it's cloudy and pungent smelling. Oh! And it burns. So you're ready to get help. When you do, the doctor might say something like, you've got a urinary tract infection. Here's a prescription for antibiotics. Take these and you'll feel better soon. And you might reply, oh no, I don't want to put antibiotics in my system. No unnecessary things here. I don't want to create a giant super bug that's going to be drug resistant. And the doctor might say, if you don't do what I recommend, you'll probably be crawling back in here tomorrow. Much worse. And you might take the prescription, surrendering to the excruciating inflamed irritation between your legs. Okay, so a few hours later, you go to the bathroom again and you think it's going to be this agonizing pain, but it's not. So even though the physical issue isn't there, you're still scrambling to figure out how to prevent it from ever happening again. I can help some of you with this, and for others, hopefully prevent it from ever happening. Because most of the bacteria is getting into your urethra from your body's own system, the anus. Wiping back to front, poor hygiene, and sloppy sex. Let's go back to anatomy. This body, here you have the meatus, this is the anus. On this body, the meatus is here, the anus is someplace back here. So if bacteria were to travel, it would have to go around the scrotum and then the length of the shaft, whereas here, you've got about an inch, making this body much more susceptible to infection because the distance is shorter and easier to travel. Lesson 3, wipe front to back. Pee before and after having sex. Practice good hygiene by washing your genitals and wearing breathable clothing. Where's my dildo? When it comes to having sex, make sure that if you're the receptive partner, you're the one putting the penetrative object inside your body. So take it like this and make sure that it finds the right orifice, because otherwise this person could be boinking around and accidentally hit your perineum or the anus that's covered in E. coli or other bacteria, and bring that right up to the vagina, which you already know is so close to the meatus that we think we pee out of it. If you do want to play anally, make sure that you wash with soap and water whatever object you've put inside the anus before you carry it over to the vagina. All clean.